All right, what's going on, everybody? This is the Kid, DC Wrestling. Well, WrestleMania 41 Night 1 has officially wrapped up. Overall, this show, honestly, I thought the show was very mid. Uh, you know, very deja vu from last year's WrestleMania 41 Night 1, WrestleMania 40, excuse me, where that show for Night 1 was overall mid. So definitely, Night 2 is going to be the superior one for this year's WrestleMania. Excuse me, I'm stuttering on my words, but I definitely do want to elaborate a little bit on this show. Obviously, starting with the main event, as we just saw Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Definitely a crazy ending to the show, indeed. Um, First off, the match was really good. All three men really performed here. All three men really delivered here. But definitely a shocking ending to the show, and some people called it. I didn't think it was going to necessarily happen, but it did. Seth Rollins not only winning the match, but Paul Heyman turning on CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Seth freaking Rollins is an official Paul Heyman guy. I have mixed reactions about this. Part of me is intrigued about this, very intrigued about it, but at the same time, a part of me is just kind of like, oh, I just don't know how. I don't know if I'm a fan of this. To be honest with you, I think it's just one of those things where we have to see the next couple of weeks how this progresses. We have to see how this goes forward. But Paul Heyman once again showing how he is this slimy, carny Judas that he just can't be trusted, because sooner rather than later he's going to turn on you. But uh, like I said, very good triple threat match, man. So there's really nothing more I can really say about it. And CM Punk finally gets his main event. It just didn't go the way he had wanted it to. Now you move on to the rest of the show. Charlotte and Tiffany. Now this was the right decision, I think. Tiffany retaining her women's championship against Charlotte was definitely the right move. I've said it all week. If Tiffany would have lost, this literally would have been a riot outside of LA, Las Vegas. So the fact that Tiffany was able to win is a good call. The match a little sloppy, uh, not great, but it definitely it wasn't bad. I say me personally it was a solid championship match between the both women. So we'll see where Charlotte and Tiffany go from here, but I do think the right call was made. Jacob Fatu winning the United States Championship. This wasn't a bad match. This was solid too. Him and LA Knight. I really like the BFT counter that they did. That top rope move they did. Uh, Jacob Fatu winning the United States Championship. I feel like it was the right call. I feel like it was the right move. Jacob Fatu has been on a killing since coming back. So I had no problems with this whatsoever. And yeah, we'll see what he does with the United States Championship. This wasn't a bad match either. This was okay. Jade Cargill winning her first WrestleMania match. I told y'all there was no way they were gonna have her lose to Naomi in her first match back. There was just no way in hell. Her first WrestleMania singles match, and you're gonna have Jade Cargill lose. There's just no way they were gonna make that happen. So overall, it was a solid match though between the both women, and I'm assuming that there'll probably be a rematch down the road, either on SmackDown or Backlash in May. So we'll see where they go with that. Uh, this is again part of the reason why I felt like this show just overall wasn't really all that. I mean, you had the New Day and you had the Viking Raiders. Like the New Day are the tag team champions, which I'm glad the New Day won, but it just the match just did not feel like a WrestleMania match. It felt like a match that you would have put on SmackDown. Uh, and then I forgot to add on too that because of the injury, Rey Mysterio indeed could not perform at WrestleMania, so they had to fill in Rey Fenix, and Rey Fenix lost to El Grande Americano. The match was okay, but then again, considering the fact that they had Rey Mysterio out with an injury, it definitely came in at the last minute. So, nothing more I can really say about that. And Jey Uso winning the World Heavyweight Championship, defeating Gunther. This, for me, this was a very underwhelming heavyweight championship match. Jey Uso and Gunther. Um, I ain't gonna hold you. Even when Jay won the World Heavyweight Championship, it just didn't. I didn't really feel any emotion. I wasn't really marking out. I wasn't eating. I wasn't throwing my hands up and down in the air. So that's really how I felt about that. But hey, Jay still has his moment, and it opened up the show, and I think it was the right decision made. So that was WrestleMania 41, night one.